the second half. We are making some food in the second half. So, like normal, I'm going to get my apron put on. If you all are, hello Barbara, other Barbara, if you all are brand new or if any of you are brand new, let us know. Also, the chats are 1 hour long. I know, it's an hour. You should be up here talking for the whole hour. So the chats are an hour long. The first half is classroom from whatever the prior week, from whatever the prior week's Weight Watchers topic was. And then, and I'm telling you, this has been a challenge trying to get you all the weekly topic when it's not available under the Discover Content tab anymore. Okay, so I don't know why I keep using this clip. Here we go with me fussing with my hair again. But other people will be eating this, so I definitely had to get my hair out of the way. Okay, first things first, on the second half of this chat, it's almost Halloween. Excuse me, this is Halloween. So, for my spooky drink that I'm going to be drinking throughout the second half, I am starting with, Casey got this for me, let me think, what day was it? Friday, I think it was. She got me a diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A, and I thought, you know, I don't know, I want something a little bit different, but I didn't want their Sunjoy. So I had lemonade. Of course, it had a lot of this, you know, that cute little crushed ice in it. So for tonight, we're going to watch this develop while I'm making some food. This is not actually what we're making. We're just going to watch what happens because this was so cool on Friday when I did it. This is lemonade, and for tonight, I just used diet lemonade, some crushed ice, and for Halloween, I've got some blackberries in here. Oh, and I love this one. And I'm going to add one of the Southern Breeze pre-sweetened tea bags to it, but this one is blood orange, and we're going to see if we get the same cool effect that I got on Friday. So we're going to let that sit and cold brew itself while we're chatting. So you all see this right now, right? So this is lemonade, crushed ice, blackberries, and some pre-sweetened cold. It's the Southern Breeze pre-sweetened cold brew, but it's in blood orange. So I'm going to slide this out of the way, and we're going to check back on it in about maybe 15 minutes, maybe about halfway through. Okay, for the second half tonight, we are going to make something live, and it is Trisha, starting today and next week, it's all about sleep. So tonight, live, without testing this, we're going to make a recipe that I found online. I've mentioned it 3 or 4 times. Oh, wait, I meant to put my spooky decorations on here. So hold on. We have to put a green spider, and I think we'll put an orange spider on my drink. Just for something fun, because again, it's Halloween. Okay, so now we've got some cute spiders on there. We'll scoot that over. I mentioned we went to a Halloween party at one of Alyssa's classmates last week, and her mom was like over the top. I mean, she's so cute and so fun, but she is also so over the top. She told one of the other moms standing outside that, you know, she's not a minimalist. Like, she's tired of seeing all these minimalist catalogs and magazines and Instagram posts and whatever. She is a maximalist. And I thought, you know, honey, I was looking at her yard. Halloween had thrown up in every corner of her yard, every corner of her house. She really is a maximalist. So, as a maximalist, she had everybody that brought something, it had to be done up for Halloween. So the person who brought donuts actually put, like, you know, the little fake vampire teeth, actually put the fake vampire teeth in the donut hole and then put Google eyes on there. Done it for Halloween. Everything was like Halloween-y colors, or it was being held by a, you know, skeleton hand, you know, or whatever. But one of the moms, and it's a mom that Nikki works with, Nikki's the mom that's the maximalist. She brought a 7-layer dip that I eat all the time. I eat it every chance I get, but I've never tried to make it myself. I do not know why, because it seems like it's going to be easy. We're going to try it. But she had done it up spooky for Halloween. And Alyssa, of course, Alyssa, our little picky eater, just like ran. She ran, went to play with one of her friends, the whole time. We had to just like poke food in her mouth as she ran by. But Bo wanted to try it, and I thought, okay, that's super weird, Bo. She ended up eating, and when y'all see what's in this, if you've never made this 7-layer dip before or had it, she's 3, and she had a little tiny, like not a little serving of it, but she had like a little bit of it. Then she came back for more. Then her mom Casey put some in a bowl for her. Then the dad of the maximalist, he made her a bowl to take home, and she ate all of it. So, for you all, and for Bo, I'm bringing this home tonight, baby. We're going to try and make, this is 6 Sisters stuff. And I promise I did not pick this one because it had all S's in it for the Schwartz for 400. That it just happens to have that many S's in it. But this website is www.6sistersstuff. SIXSISTERSSTUFF.com. And this link is already posted in the notes, so as soon as Casey gets this posted, you will have this recipe. But it is a spooky Halloween 7-layer dip recipe. I did make a couple of changes, and I'll tell you what those changes are as I'm doing this. Oh my goodness, and Carol Lou is making mummy hot dogs and feet loaf. What's feet loaf? I know what the mummy hot dogs are, but what is feet loaf? I need to know. Oh, feet loaf. Wait, feet loaf? Do you put like feet in it? Okay. So we're going to try this, and I'll tell you what I'm changing out from her recipe, because we'll be posting her recipe, and then we'll put a little addendum over, next to it, what my changes were. We're going to test this out. So first thing is, she says we need 16 ounces of refried beans. Okay. We've talked a lot about refried beans lately. So I'm using La Preferida fat-free refried beans, because this whole can is 0 points. Okay, let's open that real quick with our Kitchen Mama. Meatloaf shaped like feet. How do you do that? How do you make meatloaf shaped like feet? Okay, y'all know how much I love my Kitchen Mama instead of crank. So we're going to use the Kitchen Mama can opener. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can't wait to see those. Carol, you've got to tag me in that when you do it. Okay. So let's get our refried beans here. So these are, again, this is a 16-ounce can of fat-free refried beans. Oh, nope, not in that. Almost messed up. Hold on, people. See how bad this is live? Okay, it's not bad. Okay, she said to put it in a bowl. So we're going to follow her directions. And she promises that it doesn't take any more than 15 minutes. So, y'all keep me from chit-chatting, because we've got about 20 minutes to get this 15-minute recipe done. So we got to get this done toot sweet. Okay, so this is a 16-ounce can of fat-free refried beans, which saved us, I don't know how many points. And you're going to mix in an entire packet of taco seasoning. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. And I got the 30% less sodium taco seasoning just because we didn't need all that extra sodium. Okay, so we're going to blend that together real quick. So we're going to see how the 6 Sisters, what's it called? 6 Sisters stuff. We're going to see how their recipe turns out, and we're going to see if I can do it, and we're going to see if I can do it in 15 minutes. Because they promise that it's just 15 minutes. And they promise that it is easy. It says prep time, 15 minutes, cook time 0, total time, 15 minutes. So we're getting ready to find out. We are getting ready to find out. And I will let her know how this goes. Okay, so it's looking like mixing the fat-free refried beans with the taco seasoning is going to be the longest part of this. Oh my gosh. Okay, Carol Luke. So y'all are having the feet loaf discussion while I'm mixing fat-free refried beans. So I'll have to come back and check that out later. Okay, so that is mixed now. And she says to spread the bean mixture evenly. Well, she says on a plate. Okay, I'm not putting this on a plate. I'm putting this in a little bowl. So, and this recipe says that it's 10 servings. I think it's probably gonna be more like about 12 than 10. And if it's 10 servings, this particular recipe, the way I've altered it, is 4 points per serving. But I think it's gonna be more like 12, but I'll let y'all know what we come up with. Okay, so there are the fat-free refried beans with the taco seasoning, and I'm spreading them in the bottom of this bowl. I don't know why she said a plate. Seems like it doesn't seem like a plate would hold enough. And now knowing that this is a 7-layer dip, I'm hoping that this bowl is deep enough. I'm hoping I didn't just mess up. Okay, so there is 16 ounces of fat-free refried beans. Okay, then she says next to spread. I was supposed to have measured out a half a cup of sour cream. I did not measure out, let's see, I'm sorry, 3/4 of a cup. It's one of my, this bowl, Melissa is asking what size this bowl is. It's one of my Tausi half bowls that I use for salads and stuff. Okay, so I am going to spread this. So she wanted you to use regular sour cream, and I swapped for light sour cream. And right now this is about 3/4 of a cup. I forgot to measure it. So this layer is about 3/4 of a cup. Okay. So we got that going on in there. Then we've got salsa. Okay, so I think it'll be fine, Lynn. So I made, excuse me just a second. I don't really want to wash my apron, even though that's what it's for. So I'm going to just use a towel. Okay, so I made the salsa. So next you need a cup of salsa. I made it a little bit chunkier because I was worried that it was going to kind of bleed over, you know. So I made it a little bit chunkier. And she said I made it more like pico consistency, I guess. And I tried to drain off some of it. I'm going to do this again while I'm getting this out with the spoon because I definitely do not want it to be too runny. Okay, so there is my 1 cup of, I made it chunky, you know, kind of like pico. Actually, a lot like pico. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. Then we have a cup of guacamole. And the guacamole, she said that she dollops it all over and then carefully spreads it so that the salsa doesn't come through the guacamole. I don't see how the salsa is not going to come through the guacamole, just to be honest. So I'm going to do as instructed, and I am going to dollop. And this one, the one that was made for Nikki's house, for the Maximalist house, was so cute. I hope mine is just partly as cute, you know, like half as cute as hers was. Okay, so there is the guacamole. And I'm going to carefully spread that over the salsa, or like I said, I made like a pico mix, so that that's working out pretty well actually, so that doesn't poke through, so the salsa doesn't show through. So right now we've got fat-free refried beans, we've got taco seasoning, we have 3/4 of a cup of the light sour cream, we've got the pico, we have, which could be salsa, but just need to drain off some of the, no, Trish, it is in a bowl. I think you'd have to double it for a 9x13. So Trish is asking if this is in a 9, y'all can see it so far. Trish is asking if this is in a 9x13 casserole dish. That would be fantastic. Or she's saying 9x13 casserole dish. I think you'd have to double this recipe for that, because this bowl is about 8 inches wide, and it's going to be all the way to the top. But I wanted to make it in a bowl. I wanted to make it like the lady who made it for the Maximalist Halloween party. Okay, so we have fat-free refried beans, the taco seasoning. We've got I made this, let's see, 3/4 of a cup of light sour cream. I made the salsa more pico chunky consistency. just because I wanted it to be a little bit chunkier, and I drained off, like I have even this much liquid still left, you know, in the bowl. Then it has a cup of guacamole, and she said then around the edge spread the grated cheese. Okay, this is a lot of grated cheese. It's a whole cup. So I think that's probably why, that's part of the reason that this is ending up as 4 points if you only do 10 servings. I'm gonna go ahead and do the entire cup of it's a lot of cheese. I'm gonna do the entire cup. I think I'm gonna do the entire cup because Bo and Casey will be eating some of this. I can just barely make all that fit on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joycelyn said this is an old recipe, and she has the actual recipe. Joycelyn, I have eaten this hundreds of times. I do not know why I've never made it. I have no idea why I've never made it. Okay, so that now it has the shredded cheese, she said, around the outside, and this is looking like the one at the party. Then you put sliced olives. Ooh, yeah, Sarah said you could go all out and add black beans and corn. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good too. Well, we're trying to make it according to the 6 sisters, and we're trying to make it just like the mom did at the Halloween party. So yeah, so maybe for another version of it, I'll do that. But for right now, I'm trying to make the Halloween version. Okay, so let me see if I can get all of these black olives on here. This is 3 ounces, I believe, of black olives. Okay, and I'm gonna stop with that because that's a lot of black olives. Okay, and then if you want to add, like she added more diced tomatoes around the top of hers. She did some like, she took like some, what am I trying to say? Like green onions, like she took some green onions and sliced that. I didn't do that, but because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to make this in 15 minutes. We're cutting it close. Then the piece de resistance, and I did not cut. So she said to take a sandwich bag and put your sour cream in there. I am going to try to do this with this Daisy Light sour cream. Whoa. Make circles to make our spider web. And I'm going to try and do it like she did it. So, truth be told, I probably have more than a lot more than 1/4 of a cup on the top there. But then she took like a little, oh, what do you call it? Like a skewer, and pulled the sour cream and made a spider web. Mine does not look like hers does. Oh my goodness. This is too funny. I will show it to you all, but it does not look like hers. It'll still be good. It'll still be delicious. But yeah, hers was, oh my goodness. Hers looked so much better than mine. Okay, don't laugh when y'all see it. We'll post her picture. We will post her picture on the chat. But the last thing, this is the worst little spider web you've ever seen in your life. And then the final thing was she sprinkled some more of these spider rings on there. So that's what we'll do. We'll cover up my mess. We'll cover up my mess with some of the spider rings. And yes, I washed these. When I saw these, I was like, oh, Lord, whose hands have been touching these to make these little things? So, okay, mine's not nearly as pretty as hers. And yes, Lynn's exactly right. She says, oh, I love it anyway. But there is my attempt at the 7-layer dip, the spooky Halloween 7-layer dip. If you all try this, please let me see your pictures, because I would love to see how your spider webs turned out. The lady that did it for this party, hers were perfect. Okay, we're gonna try it real quick, even though I know what it tastes like. These are Tostitos scoops, so I still think there's gonna be more than 10 servings in this. These are Tostitos scoops, and let me see. These are the baked kind, and baked Tostitos scoops are, for 16 of these, it's 3 points. So here's what I'm thinking. I think this is going to be more like 12. I think this is going to be more like 12 servings. And I really had to go on strong with the cheese to make that much cheese get on there. Okay, so let's try it and make sure that mine tastes like hers. So it doesn't look that pretty. But now that I know that I can make my own 7-layer dip, doesn't have to be spooky, but I don't have to wait on somebody else, we will be making this a lot. This is really good with like peppers. I don't know if y'all have seen those packs. I think they come around here. They come like from Pero's Farms or something. And it is, and Cynthia says, you don't have to be perfect for Halloween. Exactly. Bo will never know the difference. She'll just be so happy digging out the spiders and eating this with a spoon. Not kidding, with a spoon. But those little colorful mini peppers, that would be so good with, you know, dipped in this. Carrots would be good in this. Celery would be pretty good. But now I want to show you what happened with my spooky drink. So how cool is that? This is lemonade. This is diet lemonade, 0 points. It is, there are some frozen blackberries in here, a little bit of crushed ice, one of the Southern Breeze, and it is the blood orange. And look, this is the effect I wanted you all to see. Does that not look so cool? This is what I accidentally did on Friday when Casey brought me a diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A, and I thought, ooh, that would look super cool for for Halloween. So I've got my little fun spider rings on here, and again, the bottom, this was lemonade, the blood orange sweet tea. So it's basically I've made a blood orange Arnold Palmer here, and it's got some blackberries. How fun is that? And if you stir it up, it'll mix it all up together. But if you do the ice, if you do cold water, the ice, the frozen fruit helps, and then do the cold brew tea, it makes this kind of delineation, and it's really cool. So let's see what it tastes like. I already know what it tastes like. Super spooky, super fun, super delicious. So if you all try the dip, please let me know, I would love to see how yours turned out. And if you try the spooky Arnold Palmer or anything else, let me know on that too. Barbara just asked where I got the tea. Barbara, I'll post the Amazon link for this again. So Anne, who is here, is my dealer. She was my original tea dealer, and I've broken out on my own, and I've been ordering it. We order it so much now that I've been getting it from Amazon, like in the assorted case. I don't think Anne liked the blood orange. Is that right, Anne? I don't think you liked the blood orange, and I don't think that, I don't think Melissa liked it either. I love it. And especially the blood orange with, and that's super cute, Carolyn, the blood orange with the lemonade, really good. And I made it Friday. I made this, and also I'll send that link. I'll send that link so that you can get that. Friday, I made it with the blackberry tea, with the blackberry in this. So good. Okay, if you try the dip, let me know. I would love to see a picture of it and see if your spider web turned out any better than mine. Hers was so cute. Mine just looks like I went with some sour cream, which is kind of what I did. But let me know how that turned out. Let me know if you make any of these super spooky drinks, or if you come up with something else to do with it. And I hope you all had, and I love all the little Halloween-y emojis y'all are doing. Y'all have a great week. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back next week with bells on. We'll be ready for you all. If you were watching this on YouTube, please let that next video go ahead and roll over. I promise you will enjoy it. And please click subscribe, and then click the little bell so that you will know when the next video comes around. But y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Good night.